Hey there, Gemini. How are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for June 20th, 21st, and 22nd, which should be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll do it like we always do. I'll call out all 12 signs. When I call a sign out, whoever comes to your mind first, that's who we're talking about. I'll pull 2 cards for each of the 12 signs to give you some sort of an overview as to the current dynamic between the 2 of you, okay? At the bottom, I will pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is just to give you some insight as to what could possibly be coming towards you this weekend to help you more easily navigate your weekend, okay? Or that's the hope. All right, y'all, this is what we're doing. This is for my Geminis. Okay, Geminis, what do we got for this week, okay? Weekend, here we go. So if you're a Gemini currently dealing with an Aries, I have the 2 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. So this Aries is viewing you as somebody who is standing at a crossroads right now. You're quite wounded by something that has happened between you and this Aries. So they don't necessarily feel that you're going to pick a path that includes them, but they are still waiting to see exactly what plays out here. Okay. All right. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Taurus, I have the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. This Taurus is viewing you as somebody who has been abandoned or left out in the cold by a situation, and you are therefore trying to steer your life into more calm waters, okay? I don't know that the Taurus is the one who left you out in the cold. It doesn't feel like it. So I feel like this is a friend who's having to watch this happen, or a family member possibly, somebody who cares, but I mean, there's not much they can do to change it, right? So they're having to take a back seat and watch what's happening, as I feel. If you are a Gemini who is dealing with another Gemini, or possibly sending yourself a message, you have the Emperor and the Devil. This kind of seems the same, whether each one. If you're trying to send yourself a message, you are telling yourself that that it is the devil that is making you this obsessed with all this power and greed. They're telling you to pump the brakes. If they're trying to send you a message, and that's probably the same thing another Gemini is telling you if you two are in a relationship of some sort. You're getting a little out of hand, a little too big for your britches, or something along those lines. Reel it back in. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're saying. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Cancer, I have the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So this Cancer is viewing you as somebody that they are 100% invested in, somebody who could quite possibly be their wish fulfillment. So there you have it. If you're on board, this looks quite promising here. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Leo, I have the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. This Leo is viewing you as somebody who could very well be, who could be very easy to build with, to get to the 10 of Pentacles with, okay? The issue they're having is they know that you have many options, and I don't know that they have a tremendous amount of confidence that they're going to be the option you choose. They may not be letting you see that, but that's what I see in these cards, okay? They're a little nervous about who you're going to choose to be with, okay? If you are a Gemini dealing with a Virgo, I have the Knight of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. So this Virgo is viewing you as somebody who is trying to get to the bottom of something. You're trying to get clarity on a situation, okay? This Virgo is viewing you as somebody they would love to collaborate with. But for some reason, it feels like there's a sticking point here, and that is if you get the clarity that you want, I don't know whether or not you will want to collaborate with them. So possibly there's been some sort of deception here. I wouldn't say there's been lying, but I think there's just been deceitfulness, maybe. That's what I got. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Libra, I have the Lovers and the Chariot. The Libra is viewing you as somebody who has a lot of confusion surrounding your love life or your love situations, okay? And then we have the Chariot. So this is all about forward motion and victory. If you were to look at the 2 cards for what they're for, the Lovers is actually Gemini's card, and the Chariot is actually Cancer's, right? So I don't know if that plays in. But this is a situation where they are, yeah. That's not right. That's not right. Lovers isn't Gemini, is it? No, I'm confused. Okay, Chariot. Anyways, they are viewing you as somebody who has a lot of confusion around you right now in love. I don't think the love situation is with the Libra. So here again, this feels the same as Taurus, where it's somebody who's known you a long time, somebody who has emotion for you, but this one doesn't feel romantic. This is somebody trying to figure out how to help you, but there's no way to help you because you have to go through the situation on your own, kind of. They're just there to support you, I guess. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Scorpio, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Death card. Death card is Scorpio's card. But anyways, Ace of Pentacles. So there's some sort of new opportunity coming towards you is what the Scorpio sees. And they feel like it's going to be very transformative for you, or they feel like you're going through a transformation. There you go. This is another one. I don't feel there's anything romantic here. This is somebody watching you go through something. Okay? If you are a Gemini dealing with the Sagittarius, I have the Ten of Swords and Temperance. The Sagittarius, I do think there might have been something romantic, or at least there tried to be here. The Ten of Swords is some sort of betrayal. So this Sagittarius is seeing you as somebody who's been through a betrayal, I can talk. Somebody who's having to be very patient right now as you figure out how to get through this betrayal or get out of it, get to the other side of it. I don't think this betrayal was by the Sagittarius either, though. I do think there might have been something romantic that tried to jump off here. I don't think it got traction, but I don't think that's who this betrayal was by. So here again, somebody that's just watching from the outside. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Capricorn, I have the Five of Swords and the King of Wands. So the Capricorn is viewing you, number one, as somebody who's functioning in your masculine. They're wondering if you want to be committed or not right now, as far as committed to them. Sorry, not just committed, but they see you as somebody who is a natural born leader, somebody who's very charismatic, but somebody who possibly doesn't want a commitment right now. There's still too much adventure, like they want to be tied down possibly, and you don't. Maybe. Five of Swords, they feel as though there's conflict brewing over that, over this maybe not being on the same page, okay? If you are a Gemini dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. This Aquarius is viewing you as somebody who has been through a heartbreaking situation, but in the long run, this Aquarius feels as though it is something that is in your best interest. I don't feel the heartbreak was with the Aquarius. This is, again, somebody watching from the outside. If you are a Gemini dealing with a Pisces, I have the Five of Cups and the High Priestess. The Pisces is viewing you as somebody who is dealing with a sense of loss and regret, and it's over secrets. It's over somebody being secretive with you, or you getting caught up in your own secrets, but it feels more like somebody else. To fit in with all the other cards, it feels as though somebody's hurt you, to be certain. This is somebody else watching from the outside. I do feel like the Pisces might want to try to get something going with you, but I don't think it's going yet. Okay? For Friday, I have the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Friday, you are definitely stepping into your own power. You're stepping into your independence, okay? With the King of Cups, I feel like you're trying to figure out how to control your emotions. That's what's happening, okay? Saturday, I have the Hermit and the Two of Pentacles. There is a strong sense of chaos or imbalance surrounding you right now, and so it looks like on Saturday you're trying to pull your energy back and put yourself into hermit mode so you can try to reassess the situation and find your footing, right? And then Sunday, I have the Knight of Wands and the Star card. Knight of Wands. So you're trying to get back out there on Sunday. You're trying. You're still trying to keep hope and faith alive that everything's going to work out, because that's the kind of optimistic person you are for the most part. And you don't want to stay in your head in hermit mode anyway. So looks like you're trying to get yourself back out there on Sunday, which is probably a good thing. Okay? Not bad. I mean, you've been through something, obviously. Haven't we all? But it's going to be okay. It really will, Gemini. Things happen for a reason. Okay? That's what I have for you this week. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best weekend you can. I'll be back on Sunday with your weekly readings. I'm here every morning with these new things we call the energy check-in, or that's what I call them. They're kind of fun. If you want to come by and check them out. And if anybody's looking for a private reading, send me a message. I'll get you the details. I'll never reach out to you first. If somebody does, it's not me. So please don't fall for it. Sometimes they have my picture or they have some of my videos, but it's not me. I'm never going to wake up on Wednesday and decide to send you all messages asking if you want readings. I'm not going to do it. Okay? I'll ask you here, and I'd love to hear back from you. I have the information all ready to go. If you send me a message saying you want to know, I will send it to you, and we will work it out. But I'm never going to hit you up first, okay? All right, guys. Thanks for everything. Take care.